Welcome back, great analysts. In this video, we are going to be discussing on another basic chart and its application. Now, the chart we're going to be discussing is called pie chart. What are pie charts? Pie chart divides a circle into slices. Just take it like your pizza. If you know how pizza is like a circle and it's being sliced into equal parts, yeah. So each of the slices represent a portion or percentage of the whole or of a whole. That is, every portion that is being sliced represents a percentage of the entire whole. So the entire whole is 100%. So if the first part is taken like is like 30%, the other one may be around 25%, depending on how your data is. So it helps to represent a proportion of percentage of the whole. It is useful when you want to show how different parts contributes to a total. So take for instance now, like we have in the previous video whereby we have the corporates, the SMB, the online retail and wholesales. Okay, let's see how each of these each of these segments contributes to the total or to the total of the entire revenue. So for the total revenue, how many percentage of corporate was found? So let's say with what you have, let's say around 40%, SMB they say around 20%, on and on like that, you get to 100%. So for example, showing the market share of other companies or how a budget is divided among departments. However, it's best to use pie charts on when you have a few categories as too many slices can make them hard to read. So for this, the highest or the maximum categories you can have in pie chart is between 5 and 6. If it's even getting to 7, then it makes it very difficult to read. So for you to still maintain the originality or readability purpose of your pie chart, you have to just have at most 5 or 6 slides. So take for instance now, you can see the segments SMB, online retail and wholesales, each of it contributing a percentage of the total. Corporate is having the highest, followed by SMB, followed by online, followed by retail, and followed by wholesale. You can see what we have here called the gens, and it's showing what each of those colors are representing or the categories they are standing for. So, what are the purpose of the pie chart? The primary purpose is to one, show the percentage or proportion of each category in a whole. So percentage or proportion of each category is in the whole. So let's say this is around 30%, maybe this is 25, this one should be around 20, 15, 15, something like that. So it's going to show how the total percentage each of those segments is contributing to the total values you're comparing them with. So compare parts of a whole at a glance. So like I said, it's comparing each of the parts of this entire pie chart at just a just a glance. Then highlight dominant and minor categories. So from this you can see that corporate is having the dominant category, while wholesale is having minor category. They represent simple data set with limited categories. Present simple data set with limited category. Like I said, if you have more than like this currently is like 5 categories. So if you have more than 6, it's not best to use a pie chart anymore because of the readability purpose. So if you want to still maintain the readability purpose and you want your stakeholders to understand what you're doing, you need to make sure that you don't go beyond 5 or 6 slices for your pie chart. Then finally, a pie chart or pie charts are an effective tool for quickly visualizing how categories contribute to a whole, like how many percentage of total is each of the category contributing. So they provide an intuitive and easy to understand presentation of proportions and percentages, making them ideal for high level communication. However, they are most effective when used with small numbers or categories and when the difference between the proportions are clear. So this is actually being emphasized on. small numbers or small categories, two categories, three categories, four, five, and highest so far six. So that is how we make use of pie chart. So when used appropriately, pie chart helps audiences grasp distribution pattern instantly and support decision making. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. See you in the next video. And in the next video, we're going to be discussing another chart that looks like a pie chart, does the same thing, but just a bit of differences. Bye for now and see you in the next video once again. Thank you.